So this is my opinion on why it's a good thing that we now have larger maps for top tier jet matches. I feel like one of the big issues comes down to how it impacts different types of players. These small maps, I feel like, more benefit the Call of Duty type players who they just want to get into a quick match and instant action, all crazy and fast paced and stuff like that. But the more sim oriented players are gonna like the larger maps where you can utilize different tactics and strategies on it. There's also a pretty big impact on different planes, as some planes are better than others because they can run a lower minimum fuel load, which reduces their weight, improves their performance because they don't need all that range, and some jets have a higher minimum fuel load. So certainly going with a bigger map will force those planes with a small minimum fuel load to go with a larger load so that they can get their range out. End up equalizing the aircraft a lot better. It also opens up a lot of tactics and strategies that you really don't get. Like right now in top tier jets, climbing to sky high altitude and whatnot, it's pretty risky. Simply because you're going to be in combat in like 2 minutes, minute and a half, especially with some of the better BVR missiles. So that kind of removes that from a strategy. But with the larger map, you can climb up. You can do flanking maneuvers realistically and reliably without worrying about having 5 jets jump on you while you're doing it. Or pretty much on the small map, it all comes down to reflex and if you have an aircraft that can do some insane maneuvers while being able to maintain or regain speed quickly. It also makes ground attack, bombing, and strike aircraft in a high tier more viable, since it's more spread out and you can go attack a target on the opposite side of the map and not have to worry about a MiG-23 coming over to you within like 2 minutes from one side of the battlefield to the other. Probably the big benefit to this going forward is with some of the missiles that are probably going to come into the game and some of the jets coming into the game, it's going to make longer range combat more of a thing, which would become completely useless if they kept the top tier maps as small as they are currently, or they were with some of the new additions. I guess it comes down to, will the Call of Duty type player, which has come to dominate War Thunder, will they be able to adjust to this larger map style, or will they force the developer to maybe cancel these plans or keep like a rotation, or maybe even give them people an option on what kind of battles they want? If they gave me the option at top tier, I would always only pick the large maps and never the small maps, as I don't find top tier on the small maps to be fun at all, and I find them to be a lot more fun on larger maps.